Hey guys, welcome back to Unicyclelore. Welcome to the first Unicycle Chat of the new year. We are going to be going over some of the most interesting stuff I saw on one wheel throughout the month of January. But first, I got to say thank you guys to anyone who watched and shared the best of 2025 video. This thing's currently sitting at 810 views. I mean, for long form unicycle content, that is pretty good. And so I wanted to thank anyone who took the time to watch it. That was a lot of work, and yeah, I appreciate you. I think if a couple people shared it, we could push this thing up over 1,000 views, and that's like, you know, then we'd be cooking with fire. Anyway, first thing I wanted to discuss here, same as the last thing I discussed in 2025, we were talking about August again. You guys know this dude is one of my favorite riders at the moment, and I just found out about his TikTok. His buddy Oliver Nielsen showed me this. This is exceptional short form content. Check this out. The editing is snappy. August is really, really good at making this type of content. This one here with the Gust Whip has over 150,000 views, which is insane. Look at that. 11,000 likes, 257 comments. This thing is doing really well. I'm not super familiar with TikTok, but August clearly has this figured out. He's doing great. Everyone should go follow this. I gotta make a TikTok account. I feel like an old man talking about this, but this is just sick. Okay, we need more of this stuff. While we're on the topic of short form content, I wanted to show you guys some of the things that piqued my interest throughout the month on Instagram. I always have a little tab where I save stuff. First things first, we got a post from the official Unicycle World Championship page. Unicon 2026 is happening in just a few short months, and I'm going to be doing my best to cover as much of it as I can. Check this out. They're showing off the venue. I'm not going to show you the whole video here, but this venue looks amazing. If you've not been to a Unicon where the venue is like everything in basically one spot, where you stay in a place that is essentially a unicycle village for 2 weeks, it is an unbelievable experience. It is like you completely disconnect from real life for a couple weeks and you just get to exist purely in the world of unicycling. I would highly recommend it. This looks like it is going to be absolutely sick. And like I said, I'm going to do my best to cover as much of it as I can, including stuff like track and Muni and everything. I'm going to talk a little more about that later because I'd like that to be kind of a thing this year on the channel in general, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Next up, I wanted to take a look at this post by Pow Unicyclist. I hope I'm saying that right. This is high jump footage. I love high jump, guys. It's explosive, it's fun. It's, you know, everyone can understand immediately how impressive this is. 120, that used to be elite status high jump. Is that still the case? This is what I want to discuss here. I remember the benchmark for like an absolutely elite high jump being 130 centimeters. Look at this guy's at 125. You should check out his page. This dude is an up-and-comer who's doing some really impressive stuff. 125, that is nothing to sneeze at. I remember way back in the day, look at this. This is, I think, 17 years old. Yeah, this is from 2009. This is Mark Fabian, 133 at Unicon in Denmark. I remember watching this for the first time with my buddy Pat, and it changed my life. Okay, this was like, I was doing this right here. I was out measuring the height of my high jumps when I was doing like 65 centimeters, you know, just mimicking it like this because I thought this was so cool. And then probably the most iconic high jump clip I ever remember seeing is this one. This is footage of Max Schulze, the legend himself. And I remember looking at this stack of pallets. Guys, look how ridiculous that pallet stack looks there. This is 130. It's not even as high as the last one, but just the angle and the way it's set up. Oh my gosh, and he just floats right up there. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Is 130 still the standard, or was it ever even the standard? Did I just make that up? I don't know. I'm not trying to gatekeep high jump. I do unispins, you know? Anyway, that was sick by this dude. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this guy in 2026. Next clip we got to talk about is, well, I could have just like picked any one from a number of Steffi's most recent clips. I picked this one because it was like the first one that really stood out to me. Look, this dude is he's busting Adriwhips like it's shooting fish in a barrel. Look at this dude's output in January. Okay, look at this. So this is the clip I just showed you. Before that, I believe all of these were posted in January. Was this January? I think it was. This was January 3rd. That was on my birthday. That was my birthday gift. This is crazy. This kid's a trials rat. I didn't even talk about his trials riding in the 2025 video, but like Steffi is an all-arounder too. And you gotta be following him because he posts so frequently. Look at this one. Look how clean this is. This is absolutely perfect. He got the tongue out, Lars Anderson style. And just, man. He's not the only Swiss dude out for a rip recently though. Look at Pierre. This guy's been riding forever. Check this trick, the backward finger flip. That is a trick that August actually landed himself on his TikTok, and he showed the whole process of what it was like experimenting with it. I think that's a cool form of content. You see someone else's trick that you like, and then you document the journey to land it. I love that. I might be doing a little bit of that myself this year. And the next one, this one, the reason I want to talk about this is because when I saw it, it reminded me of something, and I had to like really think about it. I couldn't remember if I'd seen someone else do it, and I'm gonna explain why. Just look at this freeze frame here, okay? Just to give you a little color on what we're looking at. That was a 540 unispin, basically a 630, into an outside crank jam. So he's jamming the crank with the outside of his front, well, sorry, it's his right foot, it's his front crank. He's jamming it like he could do an outside roll, and from there he's doing an in spin. It's absolutely sick. And I had a feeling I'd seen something like that before. I just couldn't remember when. And so I had to sleep on it for a couple days. And then it finally hit me. And I got to go rewatch this masterpiece video. This thing is amazing. This is Akkezdet by Krisz Kovacs from 2010, I believe. And look at this trick here. Okay, I'm going to make this full screen so you can see. Check it out, okay? Weird angle to film it from. But for the astute observer, or if you've just been paying attention to the last like 30 seconds of me talking, you probably noticed that this here, the beginning of this combo, is the same trick. Let's slow it down. Can I do that on Vimeo? Yes. All right, we're in business. Check this out. We got, it's like it looks like a 7 spin, you know? It basically is a 630 to the outside crank, and then Krisz did it to outside roll. But look at the difference in technique, okay? This is really what I want to talk about. If you're all right with me nerding out about a unicycle trick technique here, okay? Look at the clearance, or I don't know really how to say this. Look at how much space there is between Kriss's hands and the seat at the midway point of the spin here, okay? So we've got right there that you've got the front hand is letting go, and he's got this kind of supinated grip, and then over here, he's catching the seat immediately. And this is about the same point in the trick as, oh man, I blew it. We gotta let this play back. Hang on a sec. I gotta look at freeze frames for a second here. Okay, so so this is Pierre halfway through his 630 to outside jam. And this is Krisz. His hand is already on the seat. He's caught it, and he's basically finishing that last 180, last 90 to 180 degrees with a hand already on the seat. And Pierre just throws it. His foot is landing at the same time as his hand. I don't know. Same trick, just done with a completely different style. There's something about that is interesting to me, you know? Maybe. Well, yeah, this is a channel called Unicyclelore. Let me know if you think that's interesting, or if I'm just a Dorcas Malorcas Luja Lamrod for pointing that out. Next up, one of my favorite tricks of the year so far. This is a contender for my favorite trick of January 2026. Look at that. He tried this 2 years ago. This is Fuo Sato. Boom. 7 spin to stand-up wheel walk. That is a crazy NBD. Really, really cool. I used to dream about doing 7 spin to wheel walk. Well, if you can read, you might have seen my comment there. But yeah, this is like, man, I was scrolling and I saw that, and I had to just pause and appreciate for a couple seconds. This is another dude who's becoming one of my favorite riders. This Instagram account is amazing. Humiyasaa. Boom. 7 spin to stand up. In the comments, in the caption, he mentions that He wants to do 900. That's like a long-term goal for him. 900 to stand-up wheel walk. I want him to rush it. I want him to rush into trying that. I want to see that so bad. Or 7 side to stand-up wheel walk. I bet this guy could do 720 backside to stand-up wheel walk. There's so many possibilities. I know this guy could do crazy stuff into stand-up. Yeah, that trick is amazing. Love that. That's a contender for my favorite clip of 2026 so far. Next, we're going to talk about Mimo. You guys have probably seen this. Flip, under flip to back foot. I love tricks into grinds. Just a straight up, just a trick that would be cool on flat, done into a grind. I love that as like a category of trick. That was a thing I got into for a while back in 2016, 2017. And this is so cool. Flip, under flip into back foot. You know that is so satisfying to just stomp that. Not the most impressive trick Mimo landed this month. That would be this next one we're going to talk about, and this is a banger. This is probably the best trick of January 2025. Sorry, January 2026. If I had to pick one, into Sej flip to back foot grind. This is just crazy. Like, look at this, man. There's not much to say about that other than that is just absolutely nuts. I mean, and into Sej on flat is still a pretty rare trick. There's only a handful of people really doing that, and he's doing it to a back foot grind. This is like, this is a moment where I'd love to see what like Sean Johannesson or Pele Schramm would say about that clip, you know? I'm looking for dudes from the old school to come out and tell me what to think about that. Because to me, this is just mind-blowing. Mimo, he also posted some long-form content this month. Check this out. This is a vlog of, if you don't know, Mimo tours with Ringling in the United States. He is literally a professional unicyclist, which is, you know, for a lot of us, this is like, this is a thing that I used to dream about when I was in high school and stuff. And so he's showing what it's like to be a unicyclist in Miami. And he, you know, there's really cool riding clips and stuff in here. This is fun. I like long form content, you know? Oh my gosh. Yo, can we get a counter going at the bottom of this video? This is insane. I know I just dropped like 14 in a row. I hope you're still watching. I hope that's not so annoying that it completely deters the viewer. But this is sick. It's a little slice of life. This is what it would be like to be a pro unicyclist touring with Ringling. Very cool. Yeah, I like to think that you know, people in the audience at these shows, you know, their first exposure to seeing someone on a unicycle could potentially be watching Mimo do like front flips and stuff out of handrail grinds at a Ringling set. That's the definition of what it means to be a unicyclist in the circus has changed, and for the better, in my opinion. So this was fun. I liked watching this. I watched this with my wife on my TV. That's how I watch YouTube videos. I throw them up on the TV, and I saw this one on my feed. I was like, all right, let's go. I'm used to watching unicycle clips on Instagram. I'm telling you guys, come back to YouTube. Anyway, one of my goals for 2026 on this channel is to make it more of a one-stop shop for unicyclists of all backgrounds. Okay, I realize that I just appreciate unicycling as a sport in general, even outside of the flat street trial stuff that I is what I'm most passionate about. And I'd like to show off all of the crazy stuff people are doing on one wheel, even if it's not from those disciplines. Look at this. This is like, dude got taken out. I didn't even know there was a second guy there. I mean, I guess that's who's filming, but look at this. Is this the standard now in Muni that guys are doing this with free coasting hubs and a brake? I remember seeing clips of stuff like this. Oh, it must have been 6 or 7 years ago. I'm conditioned not to say 6 or 7. I teach 8-year-old children. If I ever say 6 or 7 in my classroom, that's a day ender at this point. So I just said it, and I could feel myself trying not to, but then I remembered I'm talking to adults. So, but yeah, this is like, it's crazy to me that there are guys at this level on free coasting hubs. I've tried this on a big wheel with the brake, and it is so hard. This dude's doing it in the snow. Markus Buechel. I got the recommend to check this guy's stuff from Benoit. And I'm looking for other people to help me get in the loop on stuff like this, like Muni. I don't know much about what's going on in the Muni world, and I would really like to. The last time I paid attention to it was when Jacob Sparrow was like doing 20-foot drops and just exploding wheels. Are there still people doing stuff like that? I don't know. I got to get looped in. Send me anything you know you can either like tag me on Instagram, you could send it to my DMs, you could email me at unicyclelore@gmail.com. I would like to cover stuff from outside of what I'm comfortable with. For example, I'd like to do stuff in the world of unicycle parts. Like, look at this. What am I looking at here? The Clown Royal, aka Super Fat. This is a Surly Melenda tire. It's 6.2 inches here, and this is massive. So someone commissioned a custom frame, Flansberrium frame, and so Jacob hooked it up with this hatchet-like, this thing is crazy, man. Look at this hatchet-like beast. And this is something. What is this for, man? Is this like a dude who's gonna be riding on sand dunes or something? It just looks crazy to me. There was a unicycle at the last Unicon that had like a race car tire on it. And I remember just not being able to turn it, but it was fun for wheel walking. Is this like a wheel walk specialist? This is so crazy. Whoever gets this unicycle, please send me a clip of you riding it. Is it possible to turn? I love this, dude. I'm gonna be watching Flansberrium in 2026. I want to see what other stuff he makes. I might need to get on the Flansberrium train, honestly. It might be time. It might be time to get a custom frame. All right, last thing I wanted to show you guys. That's right. We're doing unicycle basketball highlights. The algorithm fed me this. They know I'm experimenting with unicycle stuff outside of Flatland. Did you see that? Look at this. Behind the back crossover there, broke that dude's ankles, and then just embarrasses number 11 there. Absolutely mogs him with the dunk right in his face. Is that legal? I've never watched unicycle basketball ever. And then I saw this clip, and now I'm trying to figure out, is this guy like the LeBron of Uni basketball? I think his name's Thibault Paggin. He's from France. Actually, I got the lowdown from a guy on a channel called Unicycle Basketball, if you can believe it. He told me this dude's never competed internationally, so they're in a wait and see phase to see how he does at the next Unicon. I will be watching that for sure. Check this. This guy's a highlight generator. Reverse dunk. This is in the same game. Cyclists versus Trube. Cyclists versus Trube. Hits him with the reverse dunk. Man. Listen, guys, this is the type of stuff I'm going to be doing here. I want to see all the coolest unicycle stuff. I don't care what discipline it is. I want to see people pushing the limits of every form of unicycling. Send me a video of a guy riding a unicycle with 6 wheels. Send me a video of, I don't know, like your 98-year-old grandfather riding his old Schwinn unicycle. I want to see that. I want all of it. I want to know everything about unicycling, okay? And I want to share it with my audience. Okay, unicyclelore@gmail.com. All right, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, please like, subscribe. If you're interested in this kind of thing, share it around. Go share the 2025 recap video. Like I said, I ran out of air in the middle of that. I'm pushing for 5,000 subs. We're over 3,500 now. Okay, bye.